Bullies threw pennies at me. I made bank. This happened way back in a forgotten era known as the year 2000. I was a freshman in high school, and just doing my own thing. Back then I was so broke that I'd hunt for any coins I could find. I even checked the change returns on these long forgotten things we called payphones. I was also always looking under and behind vending machines. I was an oddball kid, you know, the kind that always wore a heavy coat or sweatshirt, even when it wasn't cold outside. I'm on the spectrum, and at the time was prescribed Ritalin for it, which made me really quiet, aloof and completely zoned out at times, and a complete chatterbox the next. So I got picked on a lot. I also had a bit of a wanderlust, and was always wandering around campus before school started. One day I spotted a nickel on the other side of a small wire fenced-in area that was covering a power junction line or something. I had to find a stick to slide the nickel toward me, but I got it. Trouble is, some other kids noticed this and started observing me. They found my coin hunts hilarious and mocked me. I ignored them. Then a few days later that same group of guys started chucking pennies at me. I didn't say a word. I just picked up and pocketed every single one of them while they kept laughing at me and throwing more. They did this again the following day. This went on about 3 days total. I picked up every single penny they threw at me, and there was hundreds of them. Only really added up to a little less than $5. But that still got me more cash for my savings. I kept a big jar I was always throwing coins in when I got any spare change I could find. The following week I was approached by one of the guys that threw all of those pennies at me, and he actually asked for them all back. I told him no, but then he started whining that he'd taken those pennies from his mom's penny jar, and she'd noticed. Then he begged me to just give them back. I told him that for one thing, I didn't have them on me, and secondly, that it was his problem, because maybe he shouldn't have thrown them at me to begin with if he expected them back. Then I just walked away. That guy never bothered me again, but one of his friends did once. He told me the guy got in trouble because I refused to give the pennies back. Again, I didn't care and walked away, but those pennies helped me in buying my next N64 game from the used video game store. So thanks for the free pennies. Hope it was worth ticking your mom off when you stole from her, jerk.